Hi, I'm Karen Friedman. I'd like to read you an email I received from a client who had to facilitate an important meeting being attended by all of his superiors. Here's how it went. The day went quite well. However, one issue arose on which I'm hoping you could share some insight. What do you do when a sidebar discussion breaks out and you're standing there at the front of the room, not necessarily even involved in the conversation? How do you regain control of the room and your presentation? Well, that's a tough one, especially because these people control your fate. They're superiors, but here's a few strategies for managing sidebars. First, look at them directly in the eye, even if he or she is the CEO. Get their attention and then ask a question related to what you're up there talking about. For example, Tom or gentlemen, excuse me, but it would be really helpful if you could provide your thoughts on this issue. Or you could say, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I want to make sure that everyone participates together. So if I can ask you to pick up the conversation a bit later, I'd really appreciate it. Then ask them to rejoin the group conversation. Here's another example. I want to make sure that we're not missing good ideas or important information when everyone is talking at the same time, and I'd like to keep track of everyone's ideas so we can all benefit. You can also set up the guidelines in advance, so there is a type of a signal. I tend to do this, hold up one finger, or sometimes I will simply say, gentlemen, if I can have your attention, please, thank you so much. And if appropriate, at that point, I will ask them to share what they've discussed privately. Now, while you might feel a little bit uncomfortable interrupting a superior, a boss, you could actually score a few points. In reality, by being respectful but direct, you are exhibiting leadership skills and you're showing that you're not afraid to speak up and take charge. Sure, they can be surprised for a moment, maybe even irritated for a second, but you know what? They will respect you for being assertive, and you will feel good about keeping your meeting on track. Until next time, I'm Karen Friedman.